What's up, y'all? Robbie TV, Shake Back here. We back live with it, baby. Back live with it. Got a couple topics to talk about, man. I just seen that they just supposedly unalive, allegedly, it's Baltimore County police. So we're going to take a look at that. This is the footage right here.
From WJZ, this is breaking news.
We are following breaking news right now as the Maryland Attorney General's office
This right here was wrong, man.
body camera footage in a police-involved use of force incident in Baltimore County last month. This involving a man named Samuel Brown. Investigators say Officer Derek Hadel found 57-year-old Brown asleep behind the wheel at an intersection in Woodlawn. You can see from the footage, Brown got out of his car after some kind of conversation with the officer. The sound of that conversation was not captured by the officer's body cam. The officer then seen shoving Brown before throwing 2 punches. Brown is then seen falling to the concrete, hitting his head. The video does get graphic, so we have paused it right there. But a little more than a minute later, additional backup and emergency units arrived to render aid to Brown. He died last Friday after sustaining permanent brain damage. Officer Hadel is a 9-year veteran with the Baltimore County Police Department. The Attorney General's office is continuing to investigate.
They better investigate. Like, yo, come on, bruh. Like, though, did y'all, like, yo, this shit, and the crazy thing about it, his body camera footage wasn't even, his body camera footage.
The Attorney General's office has released a body-worn camera video of that deadly confrontation between Samuel Brown and a Baltimore County police officer.
It happened last month, and his family has been asking for this video to be released. So we have to warn you, the video that we are about to show you may be difficult for you to see. Take a look. In this video, you see the officer walk up to Brown's SUV. Brown gets out and says something to the officer. The officer tells Brown to get back into the vehicle. Brown swipes at the officer's hand, as you see here, twice. And after the second time, the officer hits Brown and he falls to the ground. And appears.
He wasn't supposed to do that. That wasn't protocol.
About 5 minutes later, an ambulance arrives to take him to the hospital where he died days later. His family says he was brain dead for days. They held his funeral on Tuesday, and for weeks, they have been calling for the release of this body camera video.
They edited this.
Now know the officer involved is Officer Derek Hadel, a 9-year veteran. The Attorney General's office continues to investigate this use of force incident.
That was definitely, that was uncalled for, man. He ain't had to do that. That was uncalled for, bro. He ain't had to do that. He ain't had to do that. Come on, bro. I mean, the guy did swipe at his hand. You feel what I'm saying? But you could tell the guy was intoxicated. You could tell. He was definitely, you know what I mean? Allegedly. We don't know, but dude, his body language, you can tell he was intoxicated. This officer, he could have just tased him. I'm pretty sure. Me personally, I don't think I would give the officer at least this much credibility. I don't think the officer didn't mean to kill him. I don't think he didn't mean to kill him. He probably just, you could tell the officer was on some bullshit, though. You know what I mean? He probably was aggravated. They said it was what time it was? 3:24 in the morning. You know what I mean? So the guy, you can tell he definitely was intoxicated. You know what I mean? And if y'all just tapped in, man, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. Robbie TV. We speaking on this, it's another death involving the police department in Baltimore. It's like, what, the 3rd death within the last couple months? They just shot somebody, I just did that live a couple weeks ago. This shit crazy, man. So, but it's definitely, it's a officer on leave. Okay. So he on leave, but they probably gonna try to say it's justified because but their officer, he was wrong for punching him in the face. He didn't have to punch that guy in the face. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can tell that the guy is drunk. You know, he could have tased the guy. Shit, he could have even maced him, pepper sprayed him or something. You know what I mean? He didn't have to fucking punch him in the face. That was just overboard. You feel what I'm saying? Now, the guy was wrong, too. You can tell he was drunk. And I don't know if he didn't think it was the police or whatever. He did swipe at the police hand. So, you know what I mean? They gonna maybe say the officer he was, you know, they gonna try to make something up and say that he's justified somehow. But it still was wrong. The officer, he wasn't supposed to punch that guy in the face like that, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, that was just totally wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit was totally wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me see. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Robbie TV, like, subscribe. We talking about this police officer in Baltimore County that just, you know, a citizen died in their hands suspiciously. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, like, subscribe.
They were told that the officer was responding to a welfare check at this intersection behind me for a man asleep behind the wheel. But it ended with Samuel Brown having a broken jaw and nose and permanent brain damage. Brown was taken to the hospital, and the family says they
have to pluck the shit out of his ass.
Hours. They say they've also been told multiple stories about what happened.
We were told on day one that this happened from a slip and fall off of ice, and that he hit his head. That's what we were told.
Wow.
We now know that was a lie.
Well-known DJ Quicksilver is speaking on behalf of 57-year-old Samuel Brown's family Friday.
Wow. And if this was a white man, that would not have happened.
The Baltimore County Police Woodlawn Precinct demanding justice for the man lovingly known as Big Sam. Their attorney provided this incident report. In it, police detail what happened last week around 3:30 in the morning. The officer reportedly found Brown in the driver's seat, asleep at an intersection. It says Brown got out of the vehicle and became confrontational. Brown allegedly disregarded commands to get back. The officer, quote, extended his left arm in an attempt to create distance. End quote. That is when Brown swung his left arm with a closed fist and struck the officer. Described differently by the family's attorney, Billy Murphy.
Big Sam brushed his arm away.
It happened a second time before the officer struck Brown in the face and, quote, immediately struck Brown a second time in the right side of his face with his left fist. The father of 6 fell and hit the back of his head on the asphalt.
These terrible injuries caused him to become permanently brain dead.
Wow.
The doctors have told his loving family that there's no more they can do for him.
The family says they won't really know what happened until they see the body camera video.
We're demanding today that you please release the tapes so that we as a family can see what happened to our brother Samuel Brown, known as Big Sam.
The family says they were told they cannot see the video of what happened here yet due to the investigation. Both police and the AG's office are not commenting today. We can say police give them about 20 days to release that video, and family will be shown it before it goes public. The name of the officer has not been released, but we know that they are on administrative leave per policy. I'll keep you updated. For now, live in Baltimore County, I'm Tommy Clark, WBAL TV 11 News.
Yo, shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, bro. Like, yo, it just was fucking 3 deaths within the police department within what? A month? I just seen that they just shot an autistic guy, I think, out in Dundalk or something. We're gonna take a look at that too. That's crazy. And you know, autistic people, they, you know, they really have a certain way you gotta deal with them. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you can't just, you know, use automatic direct force, and you know they have a mental disability. So say body cam footage never helped black folk. Shit, what you talking about? That body camera footage helped black folk? Oh, you crazy. You better be lucky body camera footage is out now. You know how many people got killed by the police? And then what, no body camera footage? And you heard what they just said. The police department lied. You want me to go back? Did you feel what I'm saying? Did you hear what they said? The police department lied and said that he slipped on ice. When clearly the body camera footage don't show he slipped on ice. It showed the police officer punching him twice in the face. And yeah, the guy maybe was drunk. it's 4 o'clock down there, 4 o'clock in the morning. He probably was coming from the bar or the club or something. But that don't give you no right to punch him in the face. You feel what I'm saying? And I mean, the guy, Big Sam was being a little aggressive. He was. I ain't gonna sit here and say, but at the end of the day, that he didn't deserve a two-piece. He could have tased him. He could have just maced him. To back up, you're gonna get maced. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna get tased. He didn't have to two-piece him. He punched that man. I don't know, that officer just must have his wife must have just had a fuss or something, because he took his anger out on Big Sam. You feel what I'm saying? Because and I'm pretty sure Big Sam, a pretty, guy that can hold his own. So that's why I'm thinking he was intoxicated. Allegedly, I'm not saying he was, but if it to me it seems like he was. And I think that's what caused the because when you intoxicated or when you drunk, I don't know about y'all, but when I got drunk a plenty of times, your head get to spinning. Feel like you got a concussion already. You be woozy and nausea. He say he fell asleep at the light. So all in all, I'm pretty sure he was intoxicated. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he was. They had to do it run. Do his blood work or whatever. But I think that's what made it worse, that why he had brain damage. Because I felt like if he wasn't intoxicated, he probably could have braced his fall. I don't even think, I think he probably would have weaved him or something. But say, why percent of ones getting put on a t-shirt don't want the body camera foot put on the internet? I mean, we not talking about, that's something different, bro. I mean, that's shit, the YNs putting each other on body cam. You know what I mean? We just seen a fucking shootout. I just seen a shootout the other day where a kid walked up on somebody's doorstep and the nigga came out with a motherfucking, like he had a Draco or something. I don't know what he came out with, but he came out and let it rip. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I don't, but body camera footage with the police definitely helped. And body camera footage is new. That only been around for what? I think body camera footage came out maybe after Eric Gardner or something like that. Body camera footage haven't even been out that long. Officers wearing body cam. You know what officers used to do? Man, what? You watch the the Wire and all these, man, these police be dirty as a motherfucker. Planting drugs and all types of shit. Glad is body camera footage now. Shit, especially down south. You know what I mean? Like shit, where it get caught in a back road. But that shit crazy, man. It been a lot of police shootings, man. It been a lot of police shootings. A whole lot. You feel what I'm saying? A whole lot of police shootings, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like it's spiking back up again. Like it died down for a minute. Now I just feel like it's spiking back up, bro. Like the police is just, they trigger happy now. You feel what I'm saying? Like the way they did to this guy right here, man, this was wrong. Dude, that on Bel Air Road, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was really wrong. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe. We speaking on my city right now in Baltimore. We gonna get to the other topic too, where they saying we got tourists stuck in Dubai. I just seen a video where a girl said she's stuck in Dubai. You know what I mean? Said they ain't get no flights out. I think maybe until today. I think maybe some flights came out today. I think that video was yesterday or from 2 days ago or something. But it's crazy, man. Shit. I got a trip to Aruba coming up. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got insurance. I'm gonna make sure I get that. Make sure I got that. I need getting travel insurance, and I'm gonna make sure I call American Airlines shit a week before. Talk, man, look, is there any flights getting canceled out of Aruba? Is there any no flight? I need to know. Fuck that, or shit, you cancel my flight right now. I ain't getting stuck nowhere. I told you how we got stuck in Mexico. That was, I feel for people that get stuck, bruh, in other countries. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, man, this the other body camera footage right here. You know what I mean? From the other police shooting. It just was another police shooting like a couple weeks ago. Shit, crazy, man. Like, yo, what's up? The police is doing
footage from a deadly officer-involved shooting this week.
The release comes as the police commissioner addressed the public on what led to the shooting and how he says it could have been avoided. Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live with the close-up.
Damn sure could have been avoided.
And the message from the family of the man who was shot. Keith?
Well, Kai, this fatal shooting remains under investigation with BPD, the Attorney General's office, the lead investigator. And tonight, while this investigation may be ongoing, the police commissioner is making one thing clear tonight. He's standing by his officers.
I bet he is.
Baltimore City Police Commissioner Richard Worley at headquarters Friday with video that for some, frankly, might be difficult to watch. BPD releasing body-worn camera footage of the officers involved in the shooting death of 37-year-old Dwight Hawkins.
We recognize this an unfortunate incident for everyone involved. Our thoughts remain with the Hawkins family.
The shooting happened Tuesday evening on Pelham Avenue. Before the
Pelham.
In the video, you see Hawkins and officers with the group violence unit who were working in the area that day walk into a liquor store on Bel Air Road. It's not clear why the officers went inside that store.
Clearly something drew those officers to that store.
Worley says the officers then believed Hawkins was armed and approached him. Hawkins is then seen walking out of the store before running down the street with officers chasing him. Worley says the man then pulled a gun, seen here, ignoring commands to drop the weapon. Then investigators say Hawkins raised a 9mm handgun toward an officer. Two of the officers then opened fire, popping off 17 shots.
Woo.
Initially, police said 16. At the news conference, although the investigation is ongoing, Worley said he believes his officers, quote, acted appropriately.
The officers are doing exactly what we want them to do. They're going in there, they're trying to get guns off the street. Clearly, they were drawn to this individual who they were extremely correct. He had a handgun.
They ain't had to shoot that man like that, though. That was overkill.
16 shots. It was ridiculous.
That's overkill.
Loved ones and community members at a demonstration after the release of the video.
It was not good. It was like he was treated like he was nothing. 16 shots?
That's a whole lot. They emptied the clip.
140 pounds. You don't need 16 shots to take him. You could kick him.
People were grieving. I feel for the family. They're grieving a loved one that they lost. But when they've seen the body-worn camera video, and they've seen that he had a handgun in his hand, he refused to drop it numerous times. He's a convicted felon that should not even have had a handgun. And as he comes up to the second officer, he reaches his hand up towards the officer's gun. And unfortunately, the officer fired.
Damn, man.
Well, again, the commissioner said Hawkins did have a gun, but he said Hawkins did not fire that weapon. The officers involved, the two who actually fired their weapons, they've been identified. Their names, Arthur Fugue, a 6-year veteran, and Officer Omar Rodriguez, a 7-year veteran. Now, we've learned that Rodriguez was involved in the shooting death of Bilal BJ Abdullah.
Why you keep saying YN, bro? Like, what you on some racist shit, bro? Oh no, another YN off the streets. We about to get blocked out this channel, bro. You want some trolling shit, bro? Like, come on now. Just because he had a gun, white people coming in there and shooting up schools and shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, goofy.
Avenue last June. The commissioner said today that Rodriguez just returned to the streets in December. We're live tonight, Keith Daniels, Fox 45.
Right, what they say about Officer Rodriguez, he the one that was in the office that involved shooting a year ago with BJ. So this officer is trigger happy, bro. He don't need no more. What did he go put him on the detective side or something? He don't need to be on the street, bro. Like, he's too trigger happy. His mindset is not, he thinks shoot first. Like, come on, bro. You don't have no type of, fucking de-escalation, you feel what I'm saying, tactics, you know, or no thoughtful tactics, bro. He don't like, he just think just shoot first. Like, come on, man, this shit crazy. And this man, my man right here, BJ.
Justice. They said they want to know exactly what happened. Incident report reviewed by WJ.
All right, man.
Attorney General's office announced the name.
It's crazy, man.
The death of a man who was involved in this incident, and it was done as an update to their investigation. But the AG's office has yet to confirm that Brown was the man who died. Reporting from Woodlawn, Barry Sims, WBNN.
And they lied about this guy. Said he slipped on ice whole time. And they just had another police-involved shooting.
Autism knows that this is their worst nightmare. And those are the words coming from the mother of Alex Lamori, who, according to Howard County,
this was in Howard County, okay,
was armed with a knife when he was shot and killed by 3 officers right outside of the apartment complex behind me here, a fairly new complex. Just had their ribbon cutting in November, and it's was developed, I should say, to address housing needs for those with disabilities.
I still can't believe Howard County policeman shot somebody. I just don't hear them shooting.
Reba Nelson, a Columbia resident who has interacted with Howard County Police, finding it hard to believe there was a police shooting on Sunday. According to Howard County Police, officers were responding.
They killed this autistic guy. They say he had a knife, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a lot going on, man. It's a whole lot. A whole lot. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, Robbie TV. I just had to touch on that, man. Rest in peace to Big Sam. I ain't know who he was, but I know he ain't deserve to die like that. You feel what I'm saying? For real. So, but let's get to this Dubai situation. I'm hearing tourists stuck in Dubai. This shit crazy. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. That shit crazy. Let me see. Yeah, he said it's a lot of stuff going on in Dubai, man. Let me see.
A small sign of progress for hundreds of thousands of stranded travelers across the Middle East. Emirates Airlines has begun operating a limited number of flights out of Dubai, the world's busiest airport for international travelers. All flights had been suspended after the airport was damaged by strikes in Iran. sending passengers fleeing through smoke-filled corridors. At airports from Turkey to Indonesia, the story is the same as people try to get home.
Damn, Turkey.
We don't have any information. No one's sending us anything. We cannot get into contact with anyone. We're trying to go home. That's the only thing that we want. We're trying to avoid any conflicts, but we're really worried.
That's people coming from Bali, I think.
Among the American tourists stuck in Dubai following a trip to celebrate her boyfriend's birthday. Shekinah Lee, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Bruce.
Now that flights are starting at least to get out from Dubai, do you have a flight? Have you heard anything from your airline?
We don't. We haven't heard anything from our airline as of now.
So what's your thought? I mean, you just have to sit and wait?
Lots of sitting and waiting, lots of uncertainty. We haven't heard anything, and so we're just waiting for the shoe to drop almost. We don't know when we can get out. We know that there's still no flights in or out. We were able to find cheaper hotel accommodations, and so that's where we are right now.
So I understand you actually heard and saw the missiles that hit near the airport over the weekend. Talk to me about what that was like.
We did. I'm with a large group, so of course we're out touring and sightseeing. And as we were out sightseeing and actually leaving from somewhere, we looked up and saw a missile falling out of the sky. And of course, in that moment, we've never seen anything like that. We're all from Chicago, Illinois, where we don't see missiles in the sky. It's not the norm for us. So we don't know the process for that. We didn't know what to do, but to just get out from that area and try to shelter and get to shelter.
Yeah, did you know what was going on? Were you getting alerts on your phones? What did you do in those moments after you realized what was happening?
We were getting some alerts, but we did not have the full story. Throughout that day, it was so touch and go, kind of just hearing explosions, but asking the locals, hey, what's going on? Should we be afraid? Is this something that happens all the time? And they kind of just brushed it off. But like I said, being out of our element, we wanted to know more. We continued to research. And once we found out what was going on, our first thing we did was contact the U.S. Embassy for more information.
I know you were trying to talk to someone at the embassy. Did you have a conversation with someone there?
No. The number that I called, it must have been an emergency number. They said because I wasn't injured, they weren't able to talk to me, and they just deferred me to their website. The only thing on the website at the time was just a shelter-in-place notice.
Damn.
You and your friends, so you're still there. You don't know when you're going to get out.
Yeah.
On the outside, I have to say, you seem very calm. But how scary was it?
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all in Dubai?
You can't even put it into words. I mean, being so far from your home, your friends, your family, and not just not being able to get back home, it's that you may be in danger. You don't know exactly what's coming your way or how to get away from it. It's kind of just having faith and going day by day, minute by minute, really.
I mean, I wanted to ask how you're doing, but also how's your family doing?
My family is terrified. I mean, as they can be. This is my first time going to Dubai. This is the furthest I've ever traveled. And we were all so excited just to have this new experience. And so my family is just praying and praying and praying that we get some resources to get home as soon as we can.
Well,
that's crazy, yo. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, getting stuck in Dubai, that shit is a long way from Chicago. You hear me? It's a long way from the U.S. I'm telling you, man. It ain't looking too good to travel. It's not looking too good to travel. I don't even, outside the United States. Like, we just had motherfuckers stuck in Cancun, stuck in Mexico. It's like, it's crazy. Stuck in motherfucking, I was seeing a fight about when they kidnapped the president of Venezuela. They said motherfuckers were stuck in Curacao, stuck in Aruba. That shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really wanna, oh man. Like, it ain't no time. You might as well just hit Miami or something. You wanna do the beach or fucking somewhere in the U.S., you know what I mean? Like, it ain't looking too good to travel out the country. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. But I tell you one thing, this shit right here, it's crazy. I ain't really seen too much stuff like it. Like, besides, when COVID hit, but it's getting crazy, man. And it's definitely look like some shit about to break off. World War III, it's been a lot of wars. We just had Ukraine. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of bullshit going on. So, yeah, man. But ain't gonna make it long and drawn out, man. If you're watching this on a replay, you know what I mean? Hit the like button. Comment your thoughts, you know what I mean? Let me know what you think. If you're watching, man, hit the subscribe, subscribe, you know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that tapped in. We definitely gonna keep the ball rolling. Like I say, we going live all week, you know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody that tapped in, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, check out my other content. Yeah, man, Robbie TV, Shake Back Kid. We out.